Criminal cases in Massachusetts District Court begin with arraignment. So the defendant will be either brought to court after arrest or summoned to court and will appear there on his own. And a series of things will happen. And one of the things that will happen is a pre-trial hearing date will be scheduled. It's usually, if the defendant's being held, it's usually had within a month of arraignment. If the defendant is not being held, if he's released on his own recognizance or released with conditions, then it'll be held somewhere between a month to 2 months later, typically. At the pretrial hearing, the defense counsel will meet with the prosecutor, and they'll have what's called a pretrial conference, where they'll agree on who the witnesses will be, what the discovery is, and any discovery issues that will have to go forward or be subject to pretrial motions. That will all be determined. Stipulated facts. These will all be put together in a pretrial conference report, and it will be submitted to the judge, and the attorneys, along with the defendant, will step before the judge, and at that time the judge will schedule, if there's motions, hearings on the motions, and also a trial date. So it's an important date, and most cases that plea, in other words, when the defendant decides to take a plea deal rather than go to trial, most pleas happen at the pre-trial hearing. So it's a very important date for the case. It's important to know, what it's all about. And I've written a blog post on the pretrial conference, which takes place on the pretrial hearing date, and I'll put that in the comments below. And if you have any questions about Massachusetts criminal law or Massachusetts District Court, feel free to send me a message or leave a comment below.